Luke Combs recently found himself in an awkward but humbling situation when Tracy Chapman, the legendary singer-songwriter behind the iconic song Fast Car, pointed out a mistake in his cover of her track. For any artist, covering a song as beloved and well-known as Fast Car can be a daunting task, but for Luke Combs, it turned into an unforgettable moment, one that he wasn't exactly proud of. Let's break down what happened and how Luke reacted when Tracy Chapman called him out. The cover of Fast Car. Back in 2023, Luke Combs released his version of Fast Car, a track that became a massive hit for Tracy Chapman in 1988. For Luke, it was a way to honor the song's emotional depth and timeless appeal. The cover was well received by fans, and many appreciated how Luke added his own country spin to the classic tune while staying true to the heart of the original. However, with all covers, there's always the challenge of respecting the original while also making it your own. Luke's rendition of Fast Car was no different, but there was one part of the song where he inadvertently made a mistake, a detail that Tracy Chapman herself noticed. Tracy Chapman's feedback. In an interview, Luke admitted that when Tracy Chapman heard his cover, she was gracious enough to reach out with some constructive feedback. She pointed out that he had slightly altered a lyric in the song. Specifically, Luke had sung a line that wasn't exactly the same as in the original version. He had changed the phrasing of a verse and Tracy caught it. For most people, making a mistake while covering a classic song is embarrassing, but when the original artist is the one who calls you out, it takes the discomfort to another level. Luke, known for being incredibly humble and down-to-earth, didn't sugarcoat his reaction. He shared that when he realized what had happened, he wanted to crawl into a hole. Luke's humble reaction. Luke explained that he immediately felt like he had made a huge error, and that sinking feeling is something many artists can relate to. As an artist, you strive to pay respect to the music you cover, and to have the original artist point out a mistake can feel like a personal blow. However, rather than becoming defensive, Luke took it as a learning experience. In his own words, he acknowledged that it was a reminder of how deeply attached people are to the music they love. Fast Car is more than just a song for Tracy Chapman's fans. It's an anthem with deep, personal meaning. Luke wasn't just covering a song, he was stepping into something that meant a lot to people. Tracy's grace and support. Despite the slip-up, the interaction between Luke Combs and Tracy Chapman seems to have been very respectful and kind. Tracy Chapman didn't take offense to the mistake, and instead of calling it out in a harsh way, she took the opportunity to offer some gentle guidance. Luke expressed his gratitude for Tracy's understanding and support, which was a big relief to him after what could have been an awkward moment. It's also important to note that Tracy Chapman, despite being initially reserved about her songs being covered by other artists, gave Luke permission to record Fast Car. That in itself shows a lot of trust and respect. While Luke's cover may not have been perfect in every way, the fact that Tracy Chapman gave him the green light in the first place speaks volumes about her generosity as an artist. A lesson in humility. Luke's story serves as a great reminder of the vulnerability that comes with being an artist. Even at the top of your game, mistakes can happen. And when they do, it's how you handle them that truly matters. For Luke, the mistake wasn't just about a lyric, it was about respecting the song, the artist, and the fans who cherish it. Instead of shying away from the mistake or trying to justify it, Luke owned up to it with humor and humility. He didn't try to cover it up or act like it wasn't a big deal. He shared his experience with his fans and took the opportunity to learn from it. Moving forward. In the end, Luke's cover of Fast Car continues to be a success. The song resonated with his fans, and even though the mistake was pointed out by Tracy Chapman herself, it didn't diminish the love people had for his rendition. If anything, it made the moment more real and human, something fans could relate to. Artists are always under pressure to live up to the expectations of fans and their peers, but Luke Combs showed that it's okay to make mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. This moment of self-awareness and humility only made him more relatable to his fans. As for Fast Car, it continues to live on as one of the most beautiful and powerful songs in music history, whether sung by Tracy Chapman or Luke Combs. The song is timeless, and the journey of covering it will be one Luke won't soon forget. So, despite the initial embarrassment, it seems like Luke Combs handled the whole situation with grace, and he's walking away with a valuable lesson about the power of music and the importance of humility. Conclusion. In the end, it's clear that Luke Combs learned a lot from this experience. Mistakes in the music industry are inevitable, especially when you're covering something as iconic as Fast Car. But how you respond to them speaks volumes about who you are as an artist. Luke's reaction to Tracy Chapman's feedback shows that he's not only a talented musician, but also someone who's willing to learn, grow, and stay humble. And for his fans, that's a lesson that goes beyond music.